Oftentimes, you have submissions, and they're just decoys for improvement of position. Other times, you have positions that are decoys for submission. So John, back to the window. So let's say I'm in John's half guard right here, okay? So he's got a knee shield, okay? So let's say I beat that knee shield here, okay? But John was smart, he got an underhook right here, okay? Number one, I gotta jam this underhook and I gotta keep them flat, okay? I gotta pinch my knees. I don't wanna cross my feet. I gotta pinch my knees and keep my right arm at hip, my right elbow at his hip. It jams the underhook. I can't let him lift me, okay? As I walk this hand forward and I keep windshield wiping my knees to the right to keep him flat. He wants to be on his side to use this underhook, okay? I wanna keep him flat. And I'm gonna keep my head here, okay? I could always post out, but I'm keeping this tight. I don't wanna do this, because he's gonna elevate me and then begin to use the almighty, powerful underhook. But I wanna use his underhook to my advantage. I jam here, here, and I'm pinching my knees, okay? My left knee is driving under, I'm torquing his head offline, and I'm here. Because at some point, I'm gonna bring my arm, I want my left elbow at his elbow. So I go here and I crunch, okay? So I'm really nice and heavy here, okay? Here, I keep looking down as I reach back to grab his wrist, okay? So rotate a little bit this way, okay? Notice what he did. So in order for him to rotate his hip that way, he had to put his foot on the mat. So this is where you can get it out, okay? But here, you notice what I'm doing, I don't have my feet crossed, I'm pinching my knees, and I'm pulling his bottom leg with my top hook as I'm pinching knees, and I'm rolling him this way here. Because this now is a T-Rex underhook, okay? Try to use the underhook, okay? Yeah, see, he can tap it, okay? But here, I can frame and I can begin to get my knee passed if I need to. Or because my elbow's here, okay? I can keep my head down. I don't wanna do this, because oftentimes they'll tuck that here, okay? I wanna look down, grab that wrist, and I'm gonna push this down here, okay? So I open my elbow, and I finish. This is straight arm. It's not even a Kimura. If it were here, it's a Kimura, but here, he's got more ability to use that underhook, okay? So what I wanna do is I wanna jam it here, and even I can hold here, okay? Because the counter to the underhook is hooking the leg. But this is a mini underhook, and it's not gonna work. As I'm holding his leg, so here, I'm thinking, do I wanna pass, or do I wanna catch him in a straight armbar, okay? From here, I'm gonna look down, I'm gonna bring my elbow back as I use my whole hand, not just the monkey paw. The monkey paw is when you kind of have the ground to replace the thumb. Here, grab here, and comes up as I roll him this way here. I keep pinching this as I begin to bring it out and finish, okay? It's really super effective, super tight. As we're here, you get the underhook, and I wanna crawl back here, okay? I'm doing two things. I keep moving to the center to flatten him out, and I keep walking my head this way in order to torque his head offline. It's easier for him to reconfigure the body in alignment with his neck than his neck in alignment with the body, because it's the weaker part, okay? But here, he's weak, okay? Even if he tries to put his right hand on my hip and roll me to his left, I still keep this tight. Because if you do this, he's got another hook, now he turns the opposite way, and you start rocking him on the bottom. So if the person on top doesn't understand how to keep their position, you could rock him left, rock him right, and your knees crunching and pulling, like he clamps onto my leg. So, like just for example, like let's say, person just here. You watch, pinch your knee, John. Yeah, yes, yes. You see how he hoisted me up? And now just hoist and rock to the right. Yes, and now he starts shooting that under. Okay. For me, what's important is, it's hard for him to do that while I'm controlling his hips, his neck, and his leg, okay? As he's moving, okay, I keep moving to the right, and see how he went flat, okay? He moves his hips away, I move his hips, okay? If he wants to push me to his left, it's a short little T-Rex. He's got a T-Rex, I got a T-Rex, and now at some point when he's flat, I go here. And I scoot, 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 scoot. okay? And I'm framing here. My head has to be down so that here I can grab his wrist, bring it back. Oops. Look, it's just a straight arm. I'm bringing it back just to get the fulcrum. Double up and finish, okay? But he can't get out of my hopper. If he wants to move his hips, let's say, go ahead and move your hip. He had to open his top leg. And you watch for it. Even here, as you have this, let's say John uses his foot to move his hip to the left. I still move it. 1, 2, see it opens up, go ahead. Okay. And then you can do that. Could be mount or whatever, okay? Or you get the submission, okay? Come on back. So the key, once you get past the knee shield here, control the head, hip, and pinch, pinch, pinch. Because ideally I want this underhook, but he was smart. He was doing the Bruce Lee, hiding the underhook. So as I'm here, I keep flat, 1, 2, and as I sit on my left hip, with everything pinching, I want this bottom knee by his tailbone hip. So that here, as I come back here, I roll this way. Grab his wrist, roll it out, and then it's a done deal. Even if I grab my wrist, it's even work. Okay? Pinching. John, can you get your right leg out?
No.
Try. See? See how he has to move his top leg? So if you're thinking of passing, so let's say I'm saying, no submissions, everybody. Just moving around. So you're trapping here. He's going to be flapping that T-Rex underhook, but go ahead. Okay. And you have all these